What made my dermatologist gasp and call for backup? I was just expecting the usual use more sunscreen talk. I'm sitting in Dr. Wilson's office for my annual skin check, not thinking twice about this flaky patch on my shoulder I've had all summer. I figured it was just from working construction. Dust, sweat, sun, repeat. She comes in all smiles, chatting about work, my family, all that polite small talk. Nothing weird yet. She starts the exam, checking arms, neck, chest, same as always. Then she moves around to my back and suddenly just stops, like dead silent. I hear her kind of suck in a breath and then nothing. Total silence. The kind of silence that instantly makes your heart start racing. I'm like, everything okay back there? But she doesn't answer, doesn't even move, just stares at one spot on my back like she's seen a ghost. Finally, she says, I need to get Dr. Kumar to take a look at something. And boom, panic mode. I'm thinking melanoma, tumors, something straight out of a medical drama. She hurries out, and now I'm sitting there in a paper gown, freezing and sweating at the same time, thinking about my dad dying of cancer when I was 16 and whether this is how it starts. A few minutes later, she comes back with Dr. Kumar, who's like this quiet, serious guy. He takes one look and goes straight for some high-tech camera I've never seen before. They're both whispering. I catch bits like unusual formation and never seen one this distinct. I blurt out, am I dying? And Dr. Wilson finally turns to me with this half-serious, half-incredulous face and goes, no, you're not dying, but this is insane. She flips around her camera and shows me a close-up shot of my shoulder blade. And I swear to God, there's a birthmark in the shape of Australia. I'm not exaggerating. It had the outline, the dip where the Gulf of Carpentaria is, even freaking Tasmania. I honestly laughed because I thought they were messing with me. But no, it was real. Dr. Kumar says he's been practicing dermatology for 30 years and has never seen a birthmark that accurate to a geographic region, let alone a continent. Dr. Wilson says most people's map birthmarks are just blobs that maybe kind of look like something. Mine was practically cartographic. They asked to take more photos for a medical journal. I signed the papers, no face shown obviously. They took measurements and everything. Get this, the proportions were within 2% of the actual size ratio of Australia and Tasmania. 2%. That's like tattoo level accuracy. What's crazier is, I've had this thing my whole life, but because I'd been working outside shirtless all summer, my tan made it stand out for the first time. Before that, it was too close to my skin tone to see clearly. Neither me nor my family has any connection to Australia. We're from Cleveland. No one's even been to Australia. But there I am, just walking around unknowingly with the southern hemisphere on my back. Since the story broke in the derm world, apparently it's been making the rounds at conferences. Dr. Wilson said she's gotten calls from dermatologists around the country who want to see the photos. She even joked I might end up in a textbook. Meanwhile, back at the construction site, my nickname's now Aussie. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious and keeps saying we need to fly there so I can lie on the beach and confuse people. Last week, I went to get my hair cut and the barber spotted it, thought it was a tattoo. When I told him it was natural, he called over half the shop to look at it. One guy literally bought me a beer just to hear the story again. So yeah, I went in for a regular checkup and left as a medical curiosity. Not cancer, not some scary diagnosis, just apparently the only guy in Ohio with a world map birthmark.